Good morning, class! Welcome back to Hot School. I hope you had yourself a good recess. And today's lesson is going to be on the Butcher, one of the most iconic heroes from the original Diablo, or from, I guess you could say, from the Diablo universe. We are going to be, he is a, what's the way to put this? He's an all or nothing kind of character. I personally, when I play the Butcher, I tend to find that it's definitely a feast or famine. I'm either, or literal feast or famine, mind you. I either am wrecking shop or I'm getting wrecked. The Butcher is one of those characters that as the game progresses, he can continue to get stronger and stronger and stronger. And, you know, depending on how well you're playing and how well the match is going for you, he can be a beast. But with that being said, let's get right into this. Something along those lines, right? Alrighty, so we are on the friendly team. We have the Butcher, Lucio, Diva, Hanzo, and Stitches. We're going against Orphea, Varian, Hanzo, Tyrande, and Artanis. Before we even get into the match, I'll kind of explain Butcher's trait first and foremost. So as enemies, heroes, and minions die, they will drop meat that we can pick up. As the Butcher continues to pick up more and more meat, he gets stronger and stronger. So at level 1, we are going to take Invigoration. What this does is if Hamstring hits a hero, half the mana cost is refunded and the cooldown is reduced by 1 second. Mostly we want that for the cooldown. So our Q ability is Hamstring. As you can see here, it's a short little ability that we use in front of us, slowing the target. And one of the big things about Butcher is if you can stay stuck to your target, more likely than not, you will win. Our W ability is called Butcher's Brand. I didn't even know it deals damage to them. Basically, what Butcher's Brand does is it marks the foe that we're attacking, and as we hit them, we actually gain health for 75% of the damage done. Our E ability is called Ruthless Onslaught, which is our go big or go home skill, where we're going to charge in like a madman at somebody, causing a stun onto the enemy. No, I definitely never read it. Causing a stun onto the enemy target, plus it is going to allow us to then do some damage with our other abilities here. The Butcher is all about making sure that you are safe. I know it's kind of like the early game Butcher is all about being safe, trying to pick up as much meat as we can. We're gonna go in on this Tyrande right now. Great hook by the Stitches, and we're gonna go ahead and since Tyrande died, that's an easy 20 stacks of meat. So we are now at 26 stacks of meat. We're gonna come down here to the bottom. Oh shit! Hold on, I want this meat. Hanzo died, so we're gonna kind of come up here and just kind of take this meat and bail. So now we're at 46 stacks. We're gonna kind of come down here to the bottom. And we're gonna get meat down here. So the big thing with the Butcher is that if you die, you drop the meat that you have until you get to 200 stacks, and then once you're at 200, you kind of you can play a little bit more aggressive with less of a consequence if you die. Butcher is one of those heroes where obviously dying is not only bad in the fact that you died, you gave your enemy XP, you're not gaining XP or anything like that. You have kind of set back your meat stacks as well, therefore making yourself even weaker going forward. I call these very similar to Diablo. We're just gonna go ahead and Butcher's Brand this Artanis just to get back a little bit of health. I'm not trying to combat this Artanis. I mean, if he's gonna stay here, now I'm gonna back off and kind of juke his thing here. I'm not trying to fight an Artanis right now. That's the biggest thing you gotta realize with Butcher is do not overextend and do not put yourself in a position to die. Your meat stacks are too valuable. At level 4, we're gonna take Flail Axe, which is gonna increase the range of our Hamstring. This is going to be vital to our ability to stick to targets, because as they are running from us, we're going to go ahead and be able to slow them from further away, which is going to synergize well with our level 1 talent, which makes it so that we gain back our cooldown. We're gonna go ahead and Butcher's Brand this minion because it has the most health. Gain back some health out of that. We're gonna come down and I guess we're just gonna grab this nuke. I don't know where Artanis is. He's probably grabbing a camp. Oh, never mind. I found him. So the other thing with using Hamstring is it refreshes your basic attack too. This is why we take the cooldown reduction. Butcher can be super annoying. We're gonna miss, but he's gonna commit to hitting us anyways. We don't beat Artanis in a straight fight. Oh, he's gotta be annoyed. Come on. I can't really do anything in this case. I'm just waiting for the minions to get a little bit more in a safer spot for me. Oh, shit! We're going in. We're just gonna get a heal off of him a little bit. Walk out. Use our Hamstring for more poke. We're gonna heal off him a little bit. Level 7, we're gonna take Insatiable Blade, which is gonna give us more move speed when we're facing our target that has Butcher's Brand, which he does right now. And we're gonna go in on him again. Oh shit! That was a really good dash there. Artanis isn't bad. Not very good either. Come on. You know you want a piece. He's gonna come in, he's gonna dash me. Or not. And just like that, by being a poking... this is gonna sound bad. By being a poking asshole, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go in on him. Because now's the time. He's gonna get wrecked by these minions. And we're gonna go ahead and hamstring him. And we're gonna drop our nuke down. Nuclear launch detected. And because we were able to just outpoke the crap out of Artanis, we man, I'd be pissed if I was him. Okay, so once again, most important thing with Butcher, check your mini map always to see if you're getting rolled on. We are not, so we're gonna go ahead and grab that tower. We can actually out tower range with our hamstring. We're gonna go ahead and back off just a little bit. So in an ideal world, as Butcher, you are able to kind of rotate between a couple different lanes and just cause some chaos with causing some ganks. Right now, it's not something we can do. We just took out about half of that Artanis' health. We're gonna eat some damage though. With that Hanzo coming down to try to rotate on us. That's the big thing, is you gotta watch your minimap, make sure that you're not getting rolled on. Level 10, we're gonna take Lamb to the Slaughter, which basically is gonna put up a little post, as you can see here, and everything in that circle after a very short period of time, or not everything, whatever hero is closest to the center is going to be shackled to the center of that circle. And it's gonna silence them. And basically, it is going to be like a Lamb to the Slaughter. We just come in, and that's when we wreck them. We're going to come up here. Ooh, great swap, Artanis. We're going to kill this Tyrande. And just like that, we're going to grab ourselves another 40 stacks of meat. I'm going to grab this nuke. Oh, never mind. I want the meat.
That was awesome.
178 stacks. We are almost full. Now, when the Butcher hits 200 stacks... oh man, he's gonna do some damage. So he gains a bunch of attack speed, a bunch of damage. So let's see here. And once we hit our stacks, we gain an additional 125 attack damage, 25% increased attack speed, and we can continue to stack meat. However, minions will no longer drop it, only heroes. But we'll still gain 10 stacks for every hero kill that we get. Now, if you think back to our Arthas video, remember how that Butcher had 500 stacks ish, and he was just melting the crap out of everyone? we are hoping to do the same. Orphea, do you want to go? I don't know. I guess if the Orphea is good and hitting us with a Q, she's gonna live. But if she misses a Q, not so much. Oh, we're in trouble. We are definitely in trouble, and we lived. Oh Christ. So, Butcher, actually, a little fact about Butcher and myself, Butcher is my, my highest win percent hero, surprisingly enough, with a substantial amount of games played. I think with like a minimum of like 80 games played as the hero or something, he's my one with the highest win rate. Let's come up here. We're gonna come in here and kill this Tyrande again, which is going to go ahead and allow us to be stacked, baby. We're just gonna come in here, keep that poke on with our hamstring. Yeah, nine minutes fully stacked is pretty good. I thought we were gonna have him, but his twin blades kept him alive. So, yeah, it sucks to die, but you know, I'm not even that mad right now. So at level 13, we are going to take Brutal Strike. So this makes our next 3 basic attacks after we hit with our hamstring on a target, deal an additional 15% damage. Why that is important? Why that is important is because we, why that is important is because, remember, we heal off the damage that we do when we have Butcher's Brand up. Plus, you know, 15% more damage is 15% more damage. We're gonna go in on this Tyrande again. Alright, we're backing out. We're gonna try to juke. Throw that down if anybody was following us. Alright. So, they got a kill. So now, as Butcher, you want that meat, but we don't want to put ourselves in danger to get it, so we're going to go up top and then come down to grab that, and we're going to stand by our Lucio, who's amping it up. Now, the thing about Butcher is he's deceptive. Although we are low on health, if we can get a target and get a good Butcher's Brand on him, we can heal up. Go ahead and hamstring. Grab this regen globe for the health. And go ahead and get that kill on our Tannis. And slow that Tyrande. Get the kill on her. And we're going to try to back out. We might make the turn. Heal off this variant. Ah! Get some! And now we're gonna come up here and try to grab this meat real quick. Then we're gonna come down here and grab this meat because we are a butcher. And we love meat. And we're gonna come over here and do this boss. And right there is a prime example of Butcher having a deceptive health pool, where it looks like he's gonna die, but if given the opportunity and somebody stays point blank with him, he is going to prevail. We're gonna come up here and try to get a pick on this Tyrande. She is lamb to the slaughtered. Oh my god, she is not getting away. So there are Tannis, who went Purifier Beam, would have been better off going off Suppression Pulse to silent, or to blind me. So while this is going on, we're gonna go ahead and take Enraged. What this does is when we get low on health, we will be doing a ridiculous amount of damage in attack speed. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna grab our Sippy here, and then we're gonna do one thing that Butcher can do. We're gonna solo this boss. So we're gonna pop our heal, Butcher's Brand, keep ourselves topped off. Because we are stacked, we're gonna just kind of move around. And now I'm actually going to let myself get a little bit lower. So once our Enrage hits, then we Butcher's Brand again, and look how quick all of our health comes back and the damage that we're doing. And we're going to go ahead and take this boss. And then we're going to come down here and help clear out this wave. Now, just like Arthas, one thing I failed to mention with the hamstring is that when you use hamstring, it resets your auto attack. So you want to use your hamstring to weave in additional auto attacks in a short period of time. So you want to auto attack, immediately hamstring, which will cause another auto attack. And if you have Butcher's Brand on that target, you're going to gain a considerable amount of health for doing so. We're going to kind of stick back real quick. We want them to try to engage on us right here, because if they're engaging on us, they are not taking care of that boss. We're going to kill that Hanzo, take that meat. Come on, get on the Varian again. We're going to heal up to full off that Varian. Go ahead and slow that Orphea. And we're going to go ahead and slow her again. And we're going to charge this Tyrande. And we're going to go ahead and take out this fort. Meanwhile, that boss that we solo pulled just got a keep and is pushing down toward the core. And just like that, we are tearing it up. We got a boss on the core. Oh man, are we gonna win? Level 20, we're gonna take Slaughterhouse, where all heroes are chained to it, but you know what? We're not even gonna get to use it because, well, this game's over. And that's how you play the Butcher. So, characters like that, like that Varian going in on us and trying to heal off of us actually gave us more heals than he got off of us. So let's take a look at our stats real quick here, because we did pretty good. We didn't make the board, but you know what? It's not about that. So we look at our stats. We're only 3-1, but big key on the Butcher is don't die, so you can keep your stacks. You know what? Where did our... Oh man, I didn't get to see what our meat stacks got to, but we had to have been at least 300 something. All right, so let's talk about our talents once again. So at level 1, we took Invigoration so that if we hit our hero with our hamstring, reduce the cooldown on it for 1 second. Is the primary reason we did it. However, it did refund half of the mana cost. At level 4, we took so that our hamstring, the range of it was increased by 40%, which helped us in a lot of cases when targets were outside of our range, or like when that Artanis that we were just harassing the crap out of while he was trying to grab that nuke, we were able to hit him from further away and just keep him delayed on being able to grab that. Level 7, we took the Insatiable Blade, which, so while we were facing a hero that we had our Butcher's Brand on, our movement speed was increased by 25%. So once again, with the Butcher, it's all about sticking to your target, because you get heals for damaging them with Butcher's Brand on it. So when you use Butcher's Brand on something, you want to stay against them and get as much damage out on them as you possibly can. Our level 10 skill, we took Lamb to the Slaughter, which, as you saw, secured us some easy kills on like the Tyrande. Lamb to the Slaughter is a great skill. One mistake I see a lot of Butcher's players use, and I even did it a couple times in this match, but because my team was around is what made it a viable strat. But when a Butcher is going to go 1v1 against another target, you usually don't want to open up with Lamb to the Slaughter, because you can use Lamb to the Slaughter, but you're that much of a distance away. So what I see a lot of I would say beginning Butcher players do is they'll use Lamb to the Slaughter at pretty much full distance, and then they'll charge in. So you actually lose about a good 1 to 1.5 seconds of that Lamb to Slaughter duration because you used it from a distance. So what a better strategy is you charge in, then you use the Lamb to the Slaughter. So you're already up and in their business. Then when you use Lamb to the Slaughter on them, they're stuck against you and you're able to get hits off on that whole time. So the combo would look like this. You charge in, you use Lamb to the Slaughter, throw Butcher's Brand on them so that you can deal increased damage. After you do an auto attack, use your Q, which is your hamstring, that will make another auto attack automatically hit. If you're missing any health, you probably got back about, you know, depending on how far you are in the game, you got back a considerable amount. Plus, you just did a crap ton of damage to the target that you were aimed at. And then since you hamstring them, by the time Lamb to the Slaughter ends, if you get all of that off quickly, in 1 second you'll be able to hamstring them again. Once again, keeping up against them. At level 13, we took Brutal Strike, which after using Hamstring, the Butcher's next 3 basic attacks within 5 seconds deal an additional 15% damage. And that's why at the end of that match, we were doing close to 600 damage per hit. At level 16, we took Enraged, and as you saw with that variant that charged up against us, or when we were fighting the boss, that 40% attack speed buff, the 15 armor, and so reducing damage is insane for survivability because you can get out so many hits. And level 20, even though we didn't get to use it, Slaughterhouse, Lamb of the Slaughter, now chains all enemy heroes instead of just the one closest. So that would pull the entire enemy in, which was a great combo for like something like if Diva were to explode her mech. You could have the entire team all bunched up and get hit by that entire mech. With Hanzo, it just synergizes really well with a lot of other heroes utilizing their group damage. But with that, guys, that is the Butcher, and thank you guys so much for stopping by, and we'll see you guys all next time. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did like it, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more gaming content. It really helps me out. It doesn't cost me anything. Thank you again. Have a great day.